Hey! So, Sonible asked me to review their new Smart Reverb 2, and I guess I'm pretty excited because they have been on my radar for a while now. Besides, I'm pretty intrigued on how they implement AI to, do a little bit of the job for you. Of course, this feature is just a suggestion, but it gives you a starting point. Now, what I found very interesting about this new effect is the fact that you can control many instances on just one. But that got me very curious on how is this different from working with reverb buses. I mean, I personally have my own spring, room, hall, and plate reverbs on my mixing template. So this offers a different workflow with smart features, for instance, the ability to make the frequencies not clash with each other depending on the sources. Will that make a difference? Well, let's find out. So you basically put this reverb as an insert and then you control it right away. We have this XY thingy to choose the type of reverbs that we want, and of course we can combine different reverbs together. It's a very nice workflow, but the only weird thing is that, for instance, if I want a mixture between room and plate, I have to have hall and spring too. But of course the important thing is the sound. So let's listen to it. It's very subtle. Let me increase some of the parameters, for instance the distance. Now it might be my CPU, but the changes are not instant. I've seen other reviews where the change is instant, but that's okay. Now I'm using it on a full drum kit, so let's actually choose drum kit, and then we'll hit record, so it identifies it. It sounds nice, it's sitting right there with the drums, and it's not too over the top. When you put the distance from the middle down, it's an ambience thingy, I think. I mean, ambience like natural thing, not ambience like the small reverb, whatever. Now, of course, I maybe won't use this for creative purposes like a eternal delay, but wait, actually it has different modes like the infinite, yeah, the reverse and the bounce. Yeah, they sound pretty nice, actually. They sound pretty nice. So I can see the creative uses for this. Now, the great thing is that it's not an AI solution kind of plugin. It's actually, as I said, something that gives you like a suggestion, a starting point. Now, of course, the idea is to start using the grouping parameter. So let's create a group, and then we will use an instance of this on each of the tracks. I have this small song right here, so let me put it in each track, and we are going to use the detection system for each one of the tracks.
It's all that I want, to have self-control.
I just used it on the vocals, and by the way, I reached the limit of instances for a group. And here's the thing. If you listen the vocals, it sounds like a subtle reverb that sits behind it, which is great, of course.
It's all that I want, to have self-control. I wonder if I will know what I can become.
But depending on the styles and the things that you want to do, for instance on this song, I want a bigger, more on your face and lusher type of reverb. Here you can choose a combination of hall, plate, and room, but when I combine room with plate, for instance, I make the plate very bright and long, and the room very short and more subtle. You cannot do something like that here, so I'm going to use that big lush plate reverb with another plugin on the vocal. And I'm going to keep Smart Reverb as the main mixing type of reverb. Because one thing that I realized when I was listening to this is that, of course, you are creating like the general room or space for your mix, so it feels like they are part of the same thing. So in a way, I can call Smart Reverb as a glue reverb. I mean, Let's take a listen to the final result. And actually, let's bypass everything.
It's all that I want, to have self-control. I wonder if I will know what I can become. It's all that I want, to have self-control. I wonder if I will know what I can become.
You can hear how it's gluing everything together, and it's not obvious. I mean, it's something that you realize once you take it off, and that's very nice. I mean, it's very well programmed for this gluing effect, especially considering we have the source adaptation. That means that there won't be like clashing frequencies between the different reverbs. And actually, let's hear the difference with and without the source adaptation.
It's all that I want, to have self-control. I wonder if I will know what I can become. It's all that I want.
If you like my cat and you want to make her happy, give a like to the video. And also subscribe to the channel. She told me that that's the only thing she wants. The result is very subtle, but without the adaptation, you can hear it gets a little bit more clutter, a bit more muddy, especially on the mids and the mid lows, and of course, you have more build up there. Now, there's one last comparison that I think is important to make. Let's listen to a version with smart reverb on each track, and then we're going to listen to a version with my regular multi-reverb bus mixing thing that I do. That means that in this other version, I'm going to be sending different tracks to different reverbs like a plate, spring, hall, and room, with different levels and whatnot.
It's all that I want, to have self-control. I wonder if I will know what I can become. It's all that I want.
So what do you think? Which one sounds better? They are different workflows, not only because one is bus and the other is like this one instance of the XY thingy, but also because on the buses you can choose different types of reverbs, and for this you have the Sonible reverbs, which sound excellent by the way. But still, there are things that I like about Smart Reverb. The sound separation works very nice to enhance that reverb gluey effect, and on the other hand, this kind of workflow is excellent for mixing. You have everything in just one screen, and you can visualize quickly how your reverbs are going to interact with each other. I don't know, imagine a plugin like this where you can use your own reverb plugins for each of the corners. What's left is that you tell me in the comments what you think about this new plugin. I personally love it. I may use it especially for that glue effect. Thank you so much for watching, I will see you next time, bye bye!